All right, everybody, happy Friday lunchtime, woo, with Missy Jen, and Missy Jen's on the recovery path today, so I thought I would do a little treat. You may think this is punishment, I don't know when it's all over, but guess who hit the dollar store today? And we're gonna try some products here. Now, one thing that we got, you guys remember the famous Mrs. Miller quote cheese unquote that we had. It was called Slices, Swiss Slices. Well, I picked up something today, Missy Jen. It's called Silver State brand, and it's white cheddar cheese with black pepper. Now this is real, it contains milk. This is 6 ounces, so if it's decent, there's a nice package of cheese. Silver State by Lakeview Cheese Company of Las Vegas. So we're going to give that a try today. We'll put that on our Ritz crackers. They're real Ritz. They're not the store ones. And then we have some like spring rolls here, traditional vegetable spring rolls. And this was $1. You get 10 pieces of this. And it looks pretty good, Jen. You can. It's called Jennifer's Garden. There you go. It's your cousin there.
And we got another Jennifer running the garden.
And these expire in 5/22/19. And this is Food Team International. This is made in China, so it's going to be interesting to see how that
Jennifer's Garden in China.
Now Janet picked up some grapes, so we're going to enjoy them. She got very good quality Welch's grapes. And then lastly, we're going to try one of these. They're called rice rolls, and they're kind of nice. They're only 38 calories for one roll, and we're going to give them a world truth too. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the spring rolls here, and you're supposed to be able to prepare these. This says, what is this? You can fry them, but the microwave adjust time based on the, I'm not sure what it says, but let me just check this right here. It says about 2 minutes, so we'll shoot that about 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and we'll give it a shot. So Jen, I am at your service today. Huh? Georgie, you little mongrel. All right, let me get to it. Yeah, so let's go ahead. This thing, I think this actually has a tray that you can heat it in, and it doesn't have any meat products in it. Otherwise, I'd be a little, you know, unless I was in China, and you guys know I spent 5 years in China, and I never got sick at all, and there was always very good feeds over there. But for export stuff, it might be a little different matter. But there it is. There's what the tray looks like. So they look okay on there.
Looks like it comes from Jen.
So we're gonna go in, and it's nice. I like something that you can just put it right in the tray, and use that to heat it up in. So we're gonna give that 2 minutes. We're gonna give that a go. In the meantime, we're gonna open up this. While that's going there, I'm gonna open up this cheese. And we're going to give this go, Jen. You got some Ritz crackers there. Let me put this light on here. Get a little extra light here. We've got this cheese. It's not a resealable here.
And that is real cheese.
This is real cheese. This is Silver State brand cheese. Whatever the hell that is. And we'll have to put this. This is sold by May 12 of 2018. So it's still good. You guys are like, the real test is if George will, if George will eat it. He wouldn't eat those.
Well, it's got pepper in it. I don't think
slices. That's not much pepper. George be sneezing like crazy. So I kind of got that.
Oh, George eats anything.
Well, he didn't like that slices.
Well, that wasn't anything. That was nothing. There was just slices of nothingness.
That was like crap. So here we go. I'm trying to get this. This packaging leaves a lot to be desired. I'll tell you that. So what I'm going to do, Georgie? Here we go. Let's see if you like that, bro. Oh, he says that's the real deal. So I'm going to cut. I'm going to get the knife out here. I'm going to cut a bit.
How'd you like that, Georgie? Did you woof that all down? Georgie approves of it.
Yeah, I
He's
was gonna
like,
say, if Georgie likes it, it must be okay.
I want
So
some
Jen,
more.
go ahead and smell it there. Smells pretty good.
Oh yeah, it smells like milk and cheese.
Yeah, so I'm gonna cut a block for
Let's
Jen
check that out there.
for lunch, and then she can break it up on her
Oh yeah.
plate. So I'm making a nice, it's like a Mediterranean lunch, huh, Jen?
Yeah, it's Mediterranean.
Mediterranean
Crackers,
style crackers,
grapes,
cheese.
yes.
Now I can, here you go, bub. There you go. And I can go ahead and put this away, just fold this over. In here, now this, I just gotta kind of see if these, and these feel plenty hot, they smell good too. They smell good too, so just to be sure, I'm gonna let them sit a minute, and then I'm gonna fire them another 30 seconds, because this is a 1,000 watt.
Yeah, we
unit.
have.
So it's a little, we used to have, what did we have, 1,250 before?
We used to have an 1100.
Yeah, so we had an 1,100, so we're down a little bit. So in the meantime, while that's waiting, I'll open up these crunchies and I'll put one of these on.
I noticed when I do the gyro pocket thingy-mabobs, I have to put them in a little bit longer now.
Now these are puffed rice things. So this is going to be a pretty righteous lunch, you know, when all is said and done. That's not bad looking for that. So I'm going to go get this and I'm going to blast this 30 seconds. So we'll see you back here in 1 minute, okay? Time for the taste test coming up. Ooh. Okay, here we go. We are ready to sample the goodies here, Missy Jen. Now I have a little soy sauce. I'm going to cut my cheese up first, and I'm going to pass you the knife if you want to. I'll do yours for you. I know you're recovering from your infusions. There you go. There's your cheese all cut up.
No big sharp knife.
No. And I'm going to go ahead and I always like to try something first before we put any soy sauce or anything on it. So here we go with Jennifer's Garden 10. Jen, go ahead and give it your cousin in China, your China cousin.
Chong Chao.
Chong Chao. Shang Shou Zhi, as we say in Chinese. Zuni Shang Shou Zhi. May you enjoy yourself. Go ahead, take one and try. Check it out. We'll simultaneously. It's okay. It's a vegetable roll. I mean, it's not chunk full of stuff, but the taste, Jen, you can hold that up. You actually have a better view with that.
Tastes pretty vegetable.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a win.
It's not bad at all.
Now I'm going to go ahead, just for me, and add a little bit of a
You can easily go without soy sauce.
soy sauce to that. Okay, not bad, huh? Pretty
It's
good.
got a lot of flavor to it.
I'd say for
It's pretty good.
10 cents
Yeah,
each.
10 cents each.
I mean, you would pay, you know, $5, $6 for this
very
appetizer.
flavorful. They got-
And,
They got some nice spices added to that. That's really good.
you'd pay $6 in a Chinese restaurant to have a 10.
By the end of that first roll, you actually really start getting the spices in there.
Now, the next thing we want to do is try this cheese. So we'll take a piece without being on cracker first.
It's nice and creamy.
Creamy, and you can really taste the pepper. That's impressive right there. That is impressive.
It's really nice and creamy, but yet it has still a nice consistency of a solid state, and really has a very rich pepper aroma that is not too overwhelming, but
Yeah,
yet
pepper's not killer.
but
Yeah.
yet still has a good bite to it. I
That's a good deal right there.
That's a winner.
All right, so
I
get to reward yourself
like
now and
pepper
throw
jack.
one on a cracker.
I like pepper jack cheese. Anyways, so this is this cheese here is a winner for sure. Oh yeah. And yeah, the rolls are a winner too.
I'm impressed. Silver State cheese win victory. If I was to buy that at our local Trader Joe's, that'd be about $4 or $5 for that chunk of cheese. It wouldn't be Silver State. It may not be top quality milk, but it tastes very good. Whatever they did, it came out pretty good. That's for sure.
That sometimes when you go into a factory, the same product goes into different wrappers. You will get the same product
Still
under
brand
under an expensive brand, and then the same product goes in a different line and goes into a brand that is a cheap, low-cost product, no or unknown brand, but it's the same product.
I'll tell you, the spring rolls are actually, if you don't want like a soft finish, you can fry these in a little bit of oil, and they will have a crisp. They'll end up having a crisp outside. So I'll tell you, Jen, it's like total victory on that. Let's go ahead and try a bite, because I'm not going to just roll while you guys watch us eat lunch. I know the grapes are great because you bought Welch's good quality grapes. But what I want to do here, let's try a bite of the rice log here. That's darn good too.
Yeah.
That'd be a nice finish with the grapes for dessert. So a really nice Mediterranean lunch. I figure we're $1 for the spring roll. We were probably 25 cents each for cheese, but we only used half the package of cheese. And what, Jen? About
Nice
what?
sweet
You get how many?
sweet popcorn.
2, 4, 6. You get 6 of these. It's probably
It's
like
really
15,
good.
30 cents. So all in, we're at a bit less than $1.50 plus whatever the grapes are. here.
0 saturated fat, 0 cholesterol, and only 5 milligrams sodium,
Woo!
38 calories. So this is a really good healthy dessert, and still delicious,
I see you, George. I see
and
you.
fulfills your sweet tooth.
Notice who
if you-
George
if you
always
want to have a
comes to
sweet tooth.
when it's the begging time. There you go, buddy. All right, we'll see you back here when we wrap it up, okay? Eating good. Mrs. Jen, like, shut up, Rosie, turn off that thing. Let's commence to get a purchase on that food and get to
Right.
eating, as my grandma used to say.
Sink our
Woo.
teeth into the ground.
Right. Well, I have to tell you, I don't mind going first here. That was a shockingly good lunch. You know, for $1.50 or whatever it was to put that on the table. You know, those Jennifer's Garden spring rolls made in China. Like I said, there's not meat in them. So, you know, if it's a vegetable product, I'm on board with that. And they tasted good, and they had a good. You could taste the vegetables, and the wrapping was good on that. Cheese, though, was a total victory. I wasn't expecting, after the Swiss slices, I wasn't expecting. Missy Jen, you were holding your breath a little bit too on that cheese in anticipation of another disaster. But that Silver State cheese was good. You may not find it in your market. It's probably a regional thing out west here for distribution.
Because of Las Vegas now.
Yeah, and also because of the cost of distribution, it might just be regional here. But man, that stuff was really, really good. My guess is sometimes cheese has overages and stuff and overproduction, and they just blow out the overproduction and throw a different wrap on it and put it into the marketplace rather than waste it. But whatever, it was good. And you know, these rice, they call them, what do they call them? Crunchy rice rolls. These things are great too. And our lunch wasn't really high calorie, you know, but I feel very full. We're going out again. Of course, we have Friday night foodies, and then teeny weeny string bikini baking later on with the pecan pie. So we eat a little light in anticipation of dinner tonight. But yeah, for me, I would rate this a solid 7 stars. This meal, with of course the higher stars being reserved for aged cheeses and things like that. But there'd be no shame in your game if you put this out for people to eat. That's for sure. So I give it a solid 7 stars. I don't know about you, Jen. What your thoughts are?
Oh, I would actually even go higher than that. I'd give it a 7.5 because that cheese was absolutely solid. Now, I worked in cheese industry for a while, and I got to taste a lot of cheese that the company that I worked for made, and that was a pretty solid cheese.
Pepper was just right. It wasn't
It
overwhelming.
was just right on the money, so it was very solid.
What do you think of the spring
Cheese,
rolls,
so
the Jennifer's
the
Garden spring rolls?
Jennifer Garden spring rolls, they were excellent. They were really nice, spiced. They were very solid for the price and everything. You really can't beat that. And these Rice Krispie rolls, they're nice and sweet, but not too sweet. You eat one of those, and that's just enough for a nice dessert.
Made in Korea, which is good because they're kicking out good quality. 38 calories per log. So that's it, guys.
So yeah, that's
A really
excellent. So-
excellent kind of eat. Today, I think I'll also bump up to 7.5 stars to match Missy Jen. Like I said, we reserve, you know, for aged cheeses and things like that. And, you know, if the spring rolls are maybe a little bigger, but you're getting 10 for $1. So, you know,
So the cheese, mainly the cheese, really.
really made it.
I kind of consider myself a little bit of a cheese expert now, since I worked in the cheese industry for a while. That was real good cheese. So.
All right, guys, cut the cheese. Right
It was
there.
a slobber knocker, that cheese. So.
Cut the cheese. All right, thanks so much for being along, guys. I hope you enjoyed lunch with Missy Jen and Rosie, courtesy of the Dollar Store today.